Across the region, across the state, property crimes are up. Like us, San Francisco and Oakland saw spikes in homicides last year. That's interesting information for statisticians and the media. But the only crime that matters to me is what's happening here in San Jose. We must not, and we will not, accept higher crime rates as the new normal. And as I have said, and this council has said many times before, we are not going to write off any neighborhood in this city. What we're going to do is to restore capacity in our police department so we can better respond to crime and better protect our neighborhoods. My priority for the coming year will be public safety. And as we begin to realize more savings from Measure B and see new revenues from the fiscal reform plan, we will hire more police officers. Unfortunately, we're not going to have the resources to immediately increase the size of the department very much, and we can't afford to restore the 10% pay cuts immediately without cutting services. But there are some things we can do, and do them this year, to retain officers and improve capacity in the department. We can improve retention of experienced officers with retention bonuses and targeted pay increases within our financial ability to do so. We can return officers to the street. The city auditor has identified positions that could be civilianized, like doing background checks, which would free up officers for patrol and investigations. Non-sworn community service officers could follow up on burglaries. Reserve officers could do a lot more. And we're going to continue to recruit and hire aggressively. More than a dozen direct hires are in the field training program. Another 40 recruits are in the academy. And hundreds of applicants are in the process for the next academies. And finally, we just have to be more efficient and adopt the best practices of other big city police departments by using data to more effectively deploy our officers. Some have suggested that we restore the full 10% cut in compensation to encourage experienced officers to stay. I wish we could do that today. But it would cost about $20 million a year, meaning we'd have to shrink the force by more than 100 officers or cut other services dramatically. No one thinks it's a good idea to shrink our already too small police force. We need to hire more officers to patrol our neighborhoods and solve and prevent crimes. And that's where we'll put savings generated by the Measure B pension reforms. To be more precise, with the savings from pension reform, we can expand the police force by 200 more officers. We can do it, and we will.